Hello everybody, welcome back to my workshop and welcome back to my garage. It's been a while since my last video, so I apologize for that. Hopefully we're back on track and everything's going to start rolling and we'll get some videos out at a regular basis now. But what we're working on today is my old GGBO 2023 build that I never really finished. And what we're working on today is we're going to go ahead and get the control access covers and the trem covers completed. I'm going to be using my laser cutter to cut those out, so I'll take you through the process on what I do with those. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get cracking on this. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be doing some control cavity work. Basically, when I did the original routing, I had a little bit of a mess up with the router where my bushing wasn't in contact with the template, and I kind of routed in a little too far. So what I did is I had to route that out just a little bit wider. But now the template for the covers doesn't fit. So what I've done is I've used my laser cutter and cut out a new set of templates, slightly larger than the current cavity openings are. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to route those cavities out to that size. That way I can use my laser cutter to laser cut the covers, and that way they'll be exact fits. So let's go ahead and get started on this. What we're going to be doing is just masking tape and super glue to hold the template down, and then I'll be running the router through it. It's going to be very quick. Basically, all I need to do is take it out about that 32nd of an inch bigger that I made those templates. So let's go ahead and get rolling on that. And this should be a nice, quick, easy cut. So make sure we're down. All right, so I made that initial pass. Everything looks good there. So what I'm going to do now is I'll drop it down to the depth. And basically what I did is I did that first so in case the bearing wanted to run against the wood, because it's kind of a shallow cut bit. If you did notice that my guitar rocked a little bit when I was doing that. So I'm going to use some bench critters. These are gecko blocks from Bench Critters. Some friends of mine came out with these. Really nice bench cookies. They hold very well. They're made of silicone, so they hold the work piece, and they also have multiple heights that you can set them at. If you get glue or finish or anything like that onto it, it comes right off. Let's go ahead and drop this down to the final depth that it's going to be now, and we'll make our final pass. All right, the next thing we need to do is start getting the control covers made for the trem cover and for the control cavity cover. And what we're going to be making it out of is I've got this nice big board of hard maple. It's got a nice flame to it, so we're going to go ahead and size this down on the bandsaw and then get it thicknessed so we can get it ready for the laser cutter. All right, so we got it cut down to the size. Now what I'm going to go do is I'm going to resaw this and cut this piece in half. That way I can thickness down the two individual pieces and not waste a whole lot of wood. All right, and there we have a nice resawed piece. Be able to run this through the drum sander a few times, get it down to the thickness we need so we can put it on the laser cutter. So the first cover we want to do is we're going to do the control access cover. So what I want to do first is just to go ahead and get my depth that I need for that. Lock that into my caliper. As you can see, this is probably about 1.5 millimeters too thick at the moment. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to run this through my drum sander a few times on each side to clean it up. That way it's nice and smooth. And then that way I can get it sized down. I can check it every few passes to make sure it's going to fit. I'll stop just a little bit proud. That way I have some room for final sanding on it. But that way I can get a thickness for that one, and then I can do the trim cover after that. Perfect. Perfect fit. There we go. All cut out. Let's see if it fits. Perfect fit. All right, there we go. Both covers installed. Nice fits on those. Like right now, they're still a little bit proud, which is perfect. That's going to allow me to get everything level sanded and sanded down. So that's going to wrap up this video. As you can see, the control access cover and the trem cover are nice fits into the pockets now after I rerouted the back of the guitar a little bit to increase the size on that a little bit and smooth everything out, and recut the covers. So that's going to look really good. It's going to accent the top well on this. So if you like what I'm doing, please click like, click subscribe, follow along with the channel. I know it's been a while since my last video, and I do apologize for that. As I said, things are going to get on track now, and I should be getting out videos at a more even pace. So until next time, thank you very much for stopping by the channel, and take care.